because he came out and he goes, "Hey, Mike," like, so, and I go, "Hey, Tim," and I called him Tim, and that's the name that he would call me, and it seemed like he was getting very frustrated because he wanted me to just accept the gaslighting, and he's supposed to be psyoping, and it's supposed to be messing me up, or annoying me, or whatever it's supposed to be doing, but I'm just like, I'm gonna start calling him the wrong name all the time. And he's getting very angry about it. Like, he gaslit me. I didn't gaslight him first. I didn't do shit to him. But he's getting mad that I'm actually doing it back to him. So now he's starting to, like, and that's how, and this is how I know it's obviously gaslighting, because now he's starting to call me Michael. He's like, "Hey, Michael." And I was, like, laughing. Like, he came by and he's like, "Hey, it's cooling down today." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was just laughing because, like, I'm going through, like, such horrible torture. Like, my nervous system almost is being shut down and cooked, and this guy thinks that he's, like, doing some important thing by, like, calling me the wrong name and psyoping me. It's ridiculous. And then, like, when I just call him the wrong name back, and he's, like, infuriated by it. Like, he's like, "That's not what's supposed to happen." I mean, this is not what he said, but I figure what he's thinking is, like, this isn't supposed to happen. He's just supposed to take it, I'm supposed to call him the wrong name, and he's supposed to keep calling me the right name. And he's getting, like, insulted that he gaslighted me first. And so I'm like, man, the next time I see that guy, I'm going to call him Tim Tom. I'm gonna walk up and go, "Hey, Tim Tom." Like, just, it's going to be different names all the time, and we're just going to keep, and this is a very, very mild circumstance of this, because gaslighting, like, when gangstalkers are really trying to get up in your face, it'll kind of get like this. But what he's doing, and here's a light change on me. What he's doing, though, is he's getting mad. He did it to me. And this, I know, I'm rambling on. I'm so tired. I know this story is not that important. It's not that huge of a part of what pains me in all this. But it's just ridiculous, And so he's getting mad, and he's calling me the wrong name. He's calling me different wrong names. But he started it. Like, he started the gaslighting. I just kind of returned it because it's so ridiculous. He's known me for 2.5 years. He knows my name. Like, we see each other all the time. He says my name all the time. He's doing it on purpose, like calling me Tim. And so when he gets mad, he's like, "Hey, Mike." And I'm like, hey, Jim. I'm just gonna keep calling him the wrong name and see what he does. Because apparently, I don't know. It just seems like these people who gang stalk, even if they're around you a lot, like, because people go off of propaganda, or they really believe authority over what they see with their own eyes, they get the wrong intelligence on us. Like, they'll hear something like this guy, John, my maintenance guy, has probably heard that, like, I'm a drug addict, that I'm crazy, that I'm just completely, like, that I'm mentally insane and everything. So when he does gaslighting stuff, it's stupid, and it's stuff that, like, easily, even though I'm being microwaved, I'm still pretty smart. Like, I'm still clever, so I can figure out what he's doing, and I can throw it back in his face, in a way that's not making me look angry, because I wasn't doing it in an angry way. It's just so stupid with what we're going through. It's stupid for him to gaslight me, calling me the wrong name. But I guess he expects me to just fall apart because he's calling me the wrong name or something. He expects me to get very angry, and then him to be able to make me look crazy or something. But that's not happening. I'm making him angry. Like, I'm making him agitated. It's really fun. Like, it's really, really fun, because he's an idiot. And he's not an idiot. He's a smart guy. But if he's listening to, like, random intelligence from Community Watch or the Sheriff's Department, it all trickles down from a false flag perception of us, because they have to do such horrible stuff to us. So they have to, like, when they're spreading rumors and stuff about you in your neighborhood, or spreading rumors in DHS Fusion Centers, it has to be really bad. Here's another light change after light change. I want to get some one light cars. I think I'm just gonna I don't know, but it's just weird. Like, I mean, that's one of the things, And I know there's a lot of different, there's many different styles of gaslighting. There's many different forms of gang stalking. But it seems like if you just stay calm and you just throw it back in their face, if it's somebody who's obviously doing something to you, just like do it back to them. Like, because what they want you to do, what John wants me to do, I think, he wants me to say, hey, my name's Kyle, and get mad about it. And he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I didn't know you, like I'm not memorable or something. That's what he's trying, like what he's trying to convey is like, hey, you're a little piece of shit that nobody knows. Hey, you know, I don't even remember your name. That's great. I don't care. Like, I could care less about what he's trying to do. But I feel like that's a good way. If anybody does something, just do it right back in their face. If somebody's doing hand signals or whatever, just start doing weird hand signals yourself. It's so stupid. Like, that's why, you know, and guys, I have to admit, that's why I don't talk about gang stalking a lot. I know that that's the main interest. Like, I've made some gang stalking videos, and I get way more views than the videos about, you know, our torture with directed energy weapons, which I'm not sure why. I guess it might be because some people's gang stalking is a lot worse, and they're not getting hit as hard as some of us. I'm still kind of trying to figure that out, but that's why I don't do so many videos on gang stalking, because just me telling that story, like, it's ridiculous. And like, if people heard that story about the kind of things they do to gangsters, they're like, that bothers you? Like, and it doesn't bother me. It's just, it's like a waste of time. It's like this, like me telling that story, and it's been like 20 minutes of me telling that story. It's like focusing on something that it is not ever going to help us to get out of this. Like, messing with that guy or thinking about what he's thinking. He's so low down on the totem pole, doing things that have so little intelligence. Like, and I'm talking about like intelligence, like knowledge, like information. He has little information about the situation. Boy, I'm getting a lot of sheriff's cars and police cars tonight. Could just be because it's Saturday. Because it's Saturday night, though, that a lot of cops are out, you know, watching for drunk drivers and things like that. I don't know. That's just why I don't talk about it too much. The gang stalking aspects of this, because with my situation, the torture, the remote neural manipulation, and everything is just so much worse. And the gang stalking is actually so retarded. Like, my reactions, like, and they're not even, like, I don't even have to try and have a reaction to somebody who's gang stalking me. Like, it's just, it's a natural, visceral, wow, you're an idiot. You know, you're an idiot, and that's so, like, little what you're doing compared to the problems that we have in the world. And I think that some of my gang stalkers feel that off me. They feel that off me, like, something's not right here. This guy does not care that we're doing this. He's not leaving his condo. Like, I mean, this maintenance guy should know. I've been in the condo for years and years. Nobody's arrested me or anything like that because I haven't committed any crimes. He should be kind of catching on, you know. I don't know how they would believe that this is okay. Like, I mean, and I guess that's our question that we're all like, how would they ever think that this is our justice system makes mistakes? And it's like one of the best things, you know, in the world is the United States justice system, and it still convicts you know, innocent people every now and then, and that they could think that there's like actionable intelligence from a bunch of rumors and false flags, and you know, this person just said this, and you don't even talk to the person who the accusation is about. It's just, it's so ridiculous. And here's a light change going up. So to get somebody on the grid, I don't know, maybe our electronics corps, the people who microwave us, do have access. I doubt it, though. I think it's somebody from DHS Fusion Centers, and they just get when we go out, and then they just try and stop lights. Because I think it also, it's not just to try and slow me down and do something, and there's a one light SUV. It's not just to do something psychological to me, but I think it's actually to try and slow you down so they can get they can get vehicular stalkers into place. So vehicular stalkers can kind of move into your area, and it kind of slows you down so more of them can move into the area. It gives them time. I think that may be one of the reasons. I don't know, guys. I'm just rambling tonight. I just really hope y'all are all doing, good, relatively great. That's how I answer. My mom was like, "How are you doing? We're coming back from North Carolina. We're coming back to Florida to our place." And I was like, she's like, "How are you doing?" And I was like, I'm doing relatively good for what I'm going through and how I have felt during this. Relatively, I'm okay. I mean, it doesn't mean that like the remote neural manipulation or how my memory is like almost sometimes like an Alzheimer's patient isn't bad, but relatively, I think we've also gotta realize this, guys. This is very relative. There are some targeted individuals out there who cannot get out of bed. They can't control their bodies, because their motor functions are being controlled by their attackers, and they're in constant pain. And I've got it a little bit better than that because of my defenses and things like that. So that's why I've got to say, relatively, I'm doing pretty good. There are some people in a whole lot more pain than me, and that's why I make videos and stuff too, because I get help from my parents. If I didn't have help from my parents, I would be, definitely on the street, or dead, because I don't know how I would live on the street with the targeting also, because it would just become worse. Like if you're on the street and like you don't have cameras around the place where you live and stuff, they can just do anything. And so the targeted individuals out on, out there living in your car or on the street, like we're lifting up prayers for y'all. Here's another light change right when I was going. But yeah, guys, I'm just rambling and trying to get vehicular stalking. Didn't find much on Saturday night. A couple of cop cars and sheriff's cars. I guess I might do another one on the way back and kind of try and get my thoughts into order. And I really wanted to. I've been going through Dr. Karlstrom's website because he's compiled a lot of great information about gang stalking and directed energy weapon torture. And that's one thing. If you are not a targeted individual, I know it's hard to be like, okay, wait, y'all are getting gang stalked or you're getting tortured by microwave weapons, and it's both, and they both feed into each other. They both have their own purposes, but then they have purposes, that feed into each other. So it's like gang stalking does feed the surveillance state. They're giving money to DHS fusion centers, and I really have seen a lot of cops. Know what I did? Oh, you know what? I've been watching, I've been playing GTA 5, and I've been watching this show called American Horror Story. So I think just by some of the things that I am, playing, like the certain type of video game I'm playing is violent. You steal cars and stuff like that. And then this movie was this show was very violent. I wanted to watch it because it's like propaganda about the 2016 election. It's like a lot of real weird propaganda about people who like Trump. They're, cult leaders who like killer clowns or something like that. But I think sometimes that's a horrible thing, and I'm sure about this. I'm 100% sure that some of the things that I just entertain myself with, like video games or movies, like if they're violent or something like that, my attackers will somehow swing that into more gang stalking. Like they think I'm gonna flip out because they're getting bad intelligence that I'm crazy. So if I play a violent video game or something, obviously I'm gonna just fly off the hook, and that really does happen. All right, guys, I'm getting to getting to my destination here. Not my destination in my journey on life, but my destination. I might make a video on the way back and just talk. I don't know how much y'all like these, just me talking on the road and getting vehicular stalking, but it sure does help me a lot. And you guys, thank you for all the people who support me and help moderate for me. Y'all are just awesome. Okay, I might make a video on the way back and just put these up today and tomorrow. All right, I'll be right back, guys.